Alrighty. Time for yet another gear review. Sorry that it's been a while. I've kind of been busy with a couple projects I've been working on here at the house. Some commission repairs and builds and stuff for other people. But it's time for yet another gear review. This time we're going to do a first for the channel. We're going to review a bass. Now, my good friend, who I've done some guitar work for, and actually featured some of his guitars here on the channel, gifted me this awesome little bass. Now, what is this? Is this a Music Master? Is this a Mustang bass? It's kind of like a hybrid, huh? Alas, it's just a Squier Bronco bass that I just got done doing some modifications to. If you're looking up the Bronco bass, it has a white pickguard, just a single coil pickup in there, and a volume and tone. But I wasn't happy with the look of that, so I decided to kind of vintage it up a little bit. My buddy actually brought this bass over to me about 2 years ago to work on. I put this, I think it's called a quarter pounder pickup in there, because he said the pickup that came in, it's just like a Mustang guitar pickup. So while I didn't hear it, I imagine has a pretty thin sound. It's not going to really be very boomy. So I put this quarter pounder in there, and it sounds great. You just heard a little bit of it. Now I'm just playing through a guitar amp because I don't have a bass amp around here right now. But you still got a basic sound of the pickup. Now this is a Bronco bass, so that means it's a short scale bass. So it's very comfortable for a guitar player to play. If you're a guitar player looking for a bass to do some writing with, which is what I wanted, this is really great feel for you, because it's not quite as long as a full scale bass, and so when you pick this up, it's just going to feel a little bit more familiar and comfortable to your hands. Now these basses can be picked up for $150 brand new, and that's a steal. I think it's a really great platform for modifications, and just to have a second bass, or if you're just beginning, it's a really great way to start. It's a really comfortable feeling bass. Now I'm really just blown away by the quality of this. The neck, as you can see, it's a maple neck, but this one's like a bird's eye maple neck. It's just gorgeous. I mean, the camera won't see it, but the neck is really good. The frets are really beautifully done. I mean, there's no sharp fret on the whole fingerboard. It's got a nice meaty feel. It's not too big, not too small, but it's meaty in your hands, so it feels comfortable for me. It's not even as small as I would think as like a student bass, which is, I guess, what you would call this kind of bass at that level. It's got a chunky, good feeling bass neck. Now, what I've done to it, aside from changing out the pickup, like I said 2 years ago, is I took that white pickguard off, which my buddy had all cut up, and it just looked disastrous. I don't even want to show you it. But I got this Music Master, the old 60s Music Master style bass pickguard on there, and I put a control plate for a Mustang bass on here to kind of give it kind of like a hybrid. It kind of makes it look a little bit like a P bass, like a jazz bass. It's just really cool. I just wanted a really more vintagey kind of look. And that's it. It's a beautiful little bass guitar. I'll probably do some more modifications just as I do. I'm probably going to swap out the pots because they're not the greatest sounding. They're good. They do their job, but I think some better pots will make it sound better. I'm going to probably swap out the bridge at some point and put something in there that I can individually intonate each string. Right now, there's two saddles that have two strings on each saddle. Much like like an old school Telly ashtray saddle. So you're limited with the amount of intonation ability you can do here. Like right now, my low E is a hair sharp, but my A is spot on. So if I bring that saddle back, then I risk knocking the A off. And like I said, it's a hair. It's enough to bother me. You can still play it and you'll be okay, and most people won't notice. So at some point I may replace that. But that's it. My buddy did a cool little modification. At first I was going to take it off. You can see it's like a little dowel on here. It's just a thumb guard that he put on there, and I was going to take it off. But as I've been playing it, I've been it feels really comfortable. So I'm probably just gonna paint that black, or I may put the normal plastic one up here. Rest my thumb. When I play bass, I kind of keep my hand right there, but this is cool too because it kind of gives you a different sound. I'll show you kind of a different thing it does. And if I hold the plate up here, it's really bottom endy and throaty. But if I play down here, it's a little bit more high end and cutty, which is cool. So it gives you a different feel. Now my buddy, obviously, he plays down here all the time, but so I'm gonna keep that. Probably just paint it black. It's pretty cool. So there you go, Squier Bronco bass. I don't believe these are made of basswood like most low end Squiers. I think this one's called. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It's called like Agatha or something. I forget the name of the wood, but it's a different wood. It's really light. Just a really comfortable feeling bass to play. Like I said, if you want a good bass to mod, or you're just starting out, or your guitar player just wants a bass for writing, or just to have a little project, Squier Bronco bass. I can't recommend it enough. Thanks for watching the channel. Please hit subscribe, and if you have a moment, please check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, people.